Okay, before I was interrupted by a neighbor knocking on the door, part two of the curriculums, and what I was saying was, for specific acting, you don't need to know all acting, but you need to know all the aspects of acting. For independent films, it wouldn't hurt to dabble in everything. Theater, internet, TV, movies, voiceovers. It wouldn't hurt to dabble in all that, because you got to start somewhere. Alright? Now, a lot of actors who did things like Power Rangers don't get much more work, so they do my plan. They make independent films, or they do voiceovers. There's nothing wrong with that, because, like I said, my plan. Since I'll never be a Power Ranger, though much I should be one, but it's never going to happen because I'm 45, so unless they give me, like, the backup Ranger, which I could do, just I won't be able to go all out anymore because of the hip replacement. Plus, I need a second hip replacement, so I had to be exceptionally careful. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It does pay to dabble in all the acting. But if they're not teaching you what you need and making you do things that have nothing to do with what you're going to need when you get that piece of paper and you show up at an audition, Mr. Williams, can you do a monologue? What's a monologue? You're not getting that job. Can you sing? No. But you're an actor, so act like you can sing and sing us something. Okay. So, can you do the Patter song? No, I cannot do the Patter song, but I can do a rendition of the Patter song, and here we go. The web invaded Maine, fighting fires outside, attempted to reclaim the city from the rift that opened wide. Record bite betrayed by many doing deep inside to pick the papers, close the Bibles, hoes, and all to be staples. No! But not to protect us, we thought we would have no barrier. From you would infect us, instant which is scarier. The serious the infect us touch. I guess your fear was verified. I wasn't a protector much. Okay, that was from Reboot. I probably should not have done that so fast that it probably sounded like I was speaking Japanese. However, I cannot do it in Japanese. But you get the point. That's part of your monologue. Let's say they want you to do a monologue and it's from a Chinese movie. So how many of you watch Chinese movies? Not a lot of us. And if we do, sometimes you have to read it so you don't know what the fuck you're saying. So here's one from the 70s. You killed Taiwan Ping. Yes, I killed Taiwan Ping. Well, that's a damn shame. I've sworn to kill you. Well, if I can kill Taiwan Ping, I can kill you. It's a damn shame you've come a very long way to die. Well, I'm going to teach you a damn good lesson. And I'm not the one that's gonna die. You're gonna die. I've sworn to kill you for killing Tao Ching Ping. Clearly I screwed that name up. But anyway, those are the things that you need to be invested in learning other acting from other places and other skills, because you just never know where you're gonna wind up. If I only get an acting job in China and I have to live there for the rest of my life to actually have a life, I'm actually okay with that. I like Chinese and Japanese theater. I may be the only black guy there, which would make me an enigma and a commodity, so that will work. If you're still alive, Raymond Chow, Jackie Chan, Sammo Hung, James wants to work. James knows Kung Fu. And other martial arts as well. So, you gotta play to your strengths in acting, alright? I will never, in my life, probably be a lead in anything that's not my own, alright? But I also will know my range and my limits. I am not a dramatic actor. I could not play drama, However, I'd take a part on Days of Our Lives any day of the week. I have some do's and don'ts. We can discuss that. Contracts are always negotiable. And I want to do the best at whatever job I'm given. Right? And that's the thing about being an actor. It's more than just playing the best. You have to do your best. You have to put forth that 195.510%. My only fear of my acting ability is forgetting my lines, which is why when I make my own films, we improv. I'll write down a script, and some things that are on paper don't translate out of an actor's mouth the way it does when you read it on paper. That's another issue that you need to learn when it comes to acting. There's solid Shakespearean actors who can bolt out Shakespeare with the Elizabethan accent and all that, and it's not me. There are comedy actors who can do your lines and deliver it fantastically. That also is not me. However, when it comes to improvising, and if you guys watch Wayne Brady, that's a whole lot of easier acting because it's right off the top of your head. You don't have to think too hard, and you're quick on your feet. That's me. Now, if you're doing a serious role and the director gives you full range, which means try a couple of scenes with the script, you may not have heard of me. I'm Ant-Man. And if the directors like it, they keep it. And they say, all right, we'll go rogue for a minute. You don't know who I am. I'm new to the scene. I'm Ant-Man. All right. They might like that. They might like you going rogue. They may let you dabble with it. All actors can tell you improvising is easier than scripts most of the time. But sometimes your delivery of that script is on point and it works. So you have to deal with that. But if the actual improv sounds better than the actual script, sometimes that works better. And at the end, you've done your job. Now it's up to the guys in the editing room who you need to have the most respect for because they make you look good, put together what the director wants. Alright? So
you're talking like this in one set.
Then you need to talk like that through the whole movie. Especially if that's what they want. And if you're talking like my normal voice is right now, then you need to keep that.
But if you have to test your voice range, or they hire a voice actor to replace you, and all you have to do is say, watermelon and cantaloupe, watermelon and cantaloupe, and the other actor's coming in and translating your voice into your voice so that you can talk. And the actress, on the other hand, has to be able to hear her lines that you're supposed to say to her from another actor in her ear. Then you, watermelon and cantaloupe and the fuck out of shit, and taking your beats, and then she'll spit out her line, and you're watermelon and cantaloupe, and Milli Vanilli the whole damn thing. Okay? Because sometimes that works. I believe it was, I don't want to get this wrong. You guys are probably going to have to fact check it. But it was, Christopher Lambert, when he did Greystoke, that they said that someone else spoke for him because he didn't speak English very well, and him and Andy McDowell, they didn't want her using her real voice either. I might be wrong because she's also one of the actors that said that she didn't get to speak in that role. She just moved her lips, and someone else was dubbed in. And Christopher Lambert said the same thing when he did Greystoke. And I think both of them were actually in that movie, but I'm not going to swear to it. As an actor, it's okay to know other actors' history because it pays to know what you are going to be in for. And like I said, Christopher Lambert's like from Scotland or London or whatever. It is easier for actors from foreign countries who've been acting to get acting work here, where in America, acting work for actors of American birth is really a kick in the ass, and you have to be really lucky or really fortunate, and I have been neither, except for when I make my own stuff. But independent films are only going to go so far, especially if no one's really seeing them. So you see where I'm going with that? You know, no one's seeing my stuff, so here on Company Habit 2 and on Facebook, you know, I'm about to up the game. I'm going to figure out that MySpace, that Twitter, and that Instagram thing. Look, I'm 45. Give me a break. I don't know technology, alright? I'm still suffering. I don't even know how to get the damn app onto my computer. So, whatever I need to do there, we're going to work on that. But anyway, if we can get the damn thing to stop crashing. The whole point of the matter is that curriculums in college, in school, in acting schools, need to be changed to not what state mandates, but what you need to deal with the high stress of the job. Acting is stressful. No matter what anybody tells you, yes, the struggle is real, and yes, acting is stressful. Because you're worried about when you're going to work again. You're worried if you're going to get that role or you're going to still be pushing burgers. You're worried if you're going to get that role and if it's a reoccurring role or outstanding character who only makes 4 or 5 appearances and then you're not working. And so, you know, you want to get a permanent job when you're acting. You want a TV series, alright? You do. And a lot of actors were like, well, I did TV for this long, I want to go into movies. Fuck that shit. I'm doing independent films right now. I want to go into movies, TV, and more independent films. I don't ever want to not be working, because that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Even though I make my own films, I'm not getting paid for them, and I can't pay my actors because I'm not getting paid. But I only want to make movies so I can teach Kung Fu for free. Alright? That probably doesn't make sense, and plus I'm getting older. I'm about to make 50 the new 20, so be ready, because hopefully by the time I'm 50, you'll all know who the hell I am. But, I want to make it out there that, when you're getting all of these reality stars and internet stars and social media stars, which I'm trying to be, but it's not working out for me, you have to understand that in school, the training for acting is not cut and dry for what you actually need as an actor. It's not. So your struggle with that is also part of your natural struggle. And you have to realize these things don't come easy. Acting school is expensive. College is expensive. And the thing is, when you're doing something in college, you're becoming a lawyer. That piece of paper, guaranteed, you're a lawyer. Your job, now that you are a lawyer, is to find a firm or get a job with the city in which you live so that your ass can get paid, pay back some of these student fucking loans. You're a good lawyer, it won't take that long. You're a mediocre lawyer, you're just going to make enough money to get by. My acting is mediocre. So if I do make it, I'll make enough money to get by. And that's not bad. I'll be happy with that. I'll be honest. I'd be happy doing Progressive commercials, Geico commercials, Farmers commercials, whatever the hell I can get, I'll be happy with that. Even if that's all I ever get. Well, we got this contract, you got 10 Progressive commercials. Done. I'll take it. I can get along great with Flo and Jamie and Alan and all the other people. I'll take it. You got 6 Farmers commercials with the dude from Law and Order. I'll take it. And I was like, what? It's like, you don't even know, I don't care. I'll take it. I say, I have contract negotiations that we have to discuss. Then whatever it is, let's do it. Haircuts, off limits. Anyway, I promised my father I'll keep my hair. I'm keeping it. I got a long way to go before it gets to my, the drape of my back. Anyway, that being said, you have to be well-rounded in your acting. It does not hurt to know Shakespeare. It doesn't hurt to know other things like Harry Potter and all that stuff. I'm way too old to play anybody in Harry Potter, so you'll never see me in a Harry Potter movie unless, by the grace of God, I find a time machine and go back and fix all the stuff that's gone wrong in my life. That shit's not going to happen, so let's move on. It doesn't hurt to have some Tolkien knowledge. It doesn't hurt to have knowledge of other cultures. Chinese, Japanese, Croatian, Filipino, stuff like that. Because whatever you look like to other people, that's what they're going to cast you as. Alright? I will never be white. So, that's not an option. So, unless we do some under the cherry moon serious filming and, like, black and white, and they slap some serious white makeup on me like Eddie Murphy, I will never be white. To some people, I don't look black. My birth certificate says that I am black. However, because when I was born in 1973, they didn't have utter as a category, and when they finally put it as a category, well, hell, I was already here and in school, and unless you see my mom, you wouldn't know we had white in us. But both of my grandmothers, my mother's mother and my father's mother, and her mother before them, are Cherokee Indian. So, I'm 1,000% mixed. I do not speak Cherokee. I wish I did. I'm trying to find that for the Rosetta Stone, but I don't have any money because those things are like $2,000 or whatever. I don't have that kind of money. And I would love to know Chinese and Japanese from the Rosetta Stone. And again, I don't have that kind of money. That's why my independent films don't have the things that were in it. And the best thing I've done was Stolen back in 2010. Along with all the other bad things that could go wrong in 2010, because I have bad luck and it happens in 7 and 8s and not 3s, like you normal people. You have to understand that when you are being trained, if you're a classically trained actor, then you're ahead of the game. Which means you've gone to schools, certain schools that dedicate to teaching you the art of acting. However, there are a lot of classically trained actors who are pushing burners. Alright? I'm probably going to be a one-hit wonder. I'm probably going to make one great movie and then I'm going to die. And that's fine, because that's the same basic thing that happened to Bruce Lee. He made one great American movie and made 7 or 8 non-Hollywood movies, and after he died, everybody wanted to see them. I'm actually okay with that, because I would have died doing what I love. What am I doing in school? I'm studying police science and criminal justice. Why am I studying police science and criminal justice? Because I'm 45 years old, and if my acting dream never takes off, I'm going to need a job. Alright? But I'm still going to make independent films on the side, whether I have a job or not. I have to get my stuff together, but I want to make sure that this video is seen because the curriculums need to be changed. Teach us what we need to know. Teach us how to handle rejection. Teach us how to do monologues properly. Teach us what we need to know to get that foot through that door. And don't teach us anything low. I'm James Williams Jr. It's Come Number 2. Be seeing ya.